For this exercise, we'll be using the body as an anchor for understanding and experiencing mindfulness. Our body has numerous muscles, organs, systems, and along with the physical parts of the body, we have feelings, sensations attached to these, maybe like tension or pain, relaxation, maybe discomfort, that we can feel in various parts of the body from time to time. By scanning the body whilst mindfully breathing, we develop the ability to keep our focus in the present. And to notice the body with a present mindful attention can have useful implications in life. For example, we all have various signals in the body that arise from things like pain, anxiety, or stress signals like headaches. In fact, many of life's experiences are stored and released in the physical body in very subtle ways. And so increasing our ability to tune into and be aware of our body's signals in this way is a useful tool to become aware of what's going on within us. For the Bodyscan exercise, beginning with finding a space where we can sit, stand or lay down somewhere comfortable so that we can spend a few moments mindfully connecting to the breath and then beginning to notice the body with that mindful awareness. Perhaps starting with a few deep breaths just to allow our attention to connect to the body and where it's breathing. Like with the breathing practice, just noticing those movements change as the air comes in and out of the body. And at any point during the exercise, if the mind wanders off anywhere else and we start thinking about things, remembering other things, noticing any sensations, we just guide that focus back to the breath, just coming and going as we are now. And at the end of the next out-breath, also allowing some attention into the feet, soles of the feet, noticing any sensations, maybe where the feet are pressed against the floor or against shoes or clothing. Breathing and scanning this part of the body with our awareness. There may be no particular feelings in this part of the body. We might have some sensations we can be aware of. We might have different abilities or disabilities and not be able to connect with this part of the body. But just with each breath coming and going, scanning slowly around the feet, from the soles of the feet into the toes and the spaces in between the toes. Not looking for any particular feelings or not expecting any sensations, just observing, noticing what may or what may not be present. And with each breath, scanning slowly upwards from the feet towards the knees. Observing this part of the body. Maybe noticing the front of the knee joint or the fold of the legs behind the knee. Maybe able to feel some sensations of the clothing against skin. Or again, might not be anything particular. Just seeing what's present. And on the next out breath, scanning slowly upwards, into the upper legs. And gradually, breath by breath, noticing the hips, the buttocks, where the body might be connected to a chair if we're sitting, or any pressure, any sensations of the hips and the bottom against the floor if we're lying down. And still scanning upwards, so now into the stomach and the bottom of the lungs. You may be able to feel these expanding with the in-breath and contracting down with the out-breath. Maybe deliberately lengthening, slowing down the breath here so we can really feel those movements. Perhaps, if it helps, placing a hand over the stomach or the chest. You may be able to really notice that rise and fall more clearly that way. And then again, scanning that attention upwards into the chest, shoulders, exploring the whole of the torso. And also then noticing the back, starting perhaps the base of the spine, breath by breath, over a few cycles of slow breathing, gradually scanning up to the top of the spine. As if moving one small part, one vertebrae at a time. You may be able to notice different parts of the back, maybe more tense than others, or more tightness in different parts of the shoulders, in the upper back. Maybe nothing at all. And noticing the armpits, where the arms are connected to the shoulders. Slowly, breath by breath, scanning down from the armpits and the shoulders, out towards the fingertips. Perhaps taking a few moments just to explore the back of the hands, the palms of the hands, any sensations around this part of the body. Before moving on to noticing the neck, the throat, scanning upwards to the very top of the head, taking in the face, sides of the head. Any sensations around the mouth, teeth, tongue, nose, ears, eyes. And then from this point at the very top of the head, gradually expanding that space of awareness, as if somebody's cracked an egg on the top of the head. It's trickling down and feeling or imagining slowly covering the whole of the body, top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, noticing everything that we've just looked at, but all together. The whole of the body, just in this position where we are now. And perhaps feeling or imagining on the breath in, filling, expanding the whole of the body. And on a deep, slow out breath, feeling or imagining the whole of the body just gently draining away, emptying out on the out breath. Filling and emptying, relaxing. If it feels comfortable, just doing this for a few more breaths, and perhaps closing the eyes if this feels comfortable. And then if you've come back to the video after taking those few emptying and filling breaths, maybe just allowing a little bit of a slow, gentle space to bring the practice to a close. And if it feels like it might be helpful to just move the body and stretch, feel free. And if we've just finished those few breaths now, if we did have eyes closed and we've come back to the video, just taking a few moments to slowly bring the practice to a close, allowing the body to move if that feels helpful, gently stretching, relieving any tension. And then in your own time, finishing the practice there. In your own time, see if you can include an informal body scan into your day under different situations, if you can maintain some awareness of what is arising in the body. If you're comfortable or more confident to do so, you could try a formal body scan each day, as well as some informal practices. Do you find one more difficult than the other? See if you can be aware of any sensations or intentions to respond that are present when scanning the body with awareness. Maybe in social situations or environments where there's lots going on. This can have a great impact on the body. Do you find it difficult to be aware in those circumstances?